Welcome everyone. Good morning. I'm Barb Barrows, Athletic Director for Neuqua Valley High School here, and very happy to be here this morning. Before we get started, I just want to say a few thanks. First of all, I'd like to thank Lisa Trout. She's here capturing this moment, this event this morning, and you can find that on neuquatv.org. For any of your family members or friends that were unable to be here this morning, you can pass that on and they too can watch this ceremony. I'd also like to thank Dr. Fuhr. Dr. Fuhr has done a lot of our setup and made it very pretty as we have today for many of you be taking pictures today. I'd also like to thank the administrative team that's here today in support of this event. In addition to that, I know we have other coaches and staff here supporting all of our student athletes as well as other athletes supporting their peers this morning as they're doing their signing. So welcome everyone and thank you for being here. This morning's event, the National Letter of Intent Signing Recognition Ceremony, is about the student athletes that are going to be moving on to college to play their sport and signing their National Letter of Intent and receiving athletic scholarship to play. And I know that's very exciting for all of you for that opportunity, and I know our parents are very excited for a little bit of extra cash for the college. That helps as well. But it also helps us when we pass from our high school years, we go on to our college and we continue to practice and enjoy the sport that we have so much passion for. So congratulations to all of our student athletes. The format for today will be that we'll invite each of the athletes up and their parents. They'll be coming up and the coaches will be saying a few words. Now we have about, I don't know, we have about 9 or 10 athletes this morning. So I have asked the coaches to keep it, short. I know they could say lots and lots more about each of the individual athletes, but generally that recognition is done at their awards banquet at the end of each season. But due to time, we've asked them to keep it brief this morning. After we get through all the athletes, we do want to take one photo of all the athletes together to capture that, and we'll put that up in our hallways to display for other students to view. I will also be sending a list of all of our student athletes to the press if they choose to put that in their newspapers. And then as you can see, there's several opportunities here in front or in back. Families can take photos. You can take photos with your family together or with friends, etc. I know that Dr. Fuhr will also be here taking pictures of the actual mock signing. Some of our athletes do have their official paperwork. If you do, bring that up with you for the signing. And others, we have just a piece of paper up here for just a pretend or mock signing for you to capture that. All right. At this time, I would like to bring up our head football coach, Bill Ellinghaus, first.
Perfect timing, Connor. Come on in. Have a seat. I know it's tough to get here in the morning. So first of all, I'd like to thank everybody for being here and congratulate all the athletes for this wonderful accomplishment. And we have 3,800 students in the building, and there's 8 students that are getting recognized today. So it's the elite of the elite, and I want to congratulate all you guys because this is quite an honor. I know Mrs. Barrows thanked the administration team for being here, and I want to just give a special thanks to Mrs. Barrows for putting this on and allowing us to gather here at 6:30 in the morning. There's a lot of traditions that we've started here in this school, and Barb Barrows has been a part of every one of them as far as athletics are concerned. So I want to thank Barb for allowing us to get here and make it special for you guys. We just talked about being the elite of the elite with only 8 athletes here. I've talked to several of my colleagues and friends across the state, and they don't do something like this. Some of them certainly do, but a lot of them don't. And I think that you guys need this extra recognition, not because of the scholarship necessarily, but because you guys feel special being the elite of the elite. So congratulations to everybody, and thank you, Mrs. Barrows, for allowing this to happen. I'd like all 5 of our football players to just come up here and stand up here so you guys can kind of recognize them as I talk about them as a group more than just individually. It would be very easy for me to stand up here and talk about the tangibles. I mean, the fact that we're, 6'7", 6'5", 6'4", and so on down the line, or the fact that they're, quicker than anybody else that we have in the field, or their pancake blocks were second to none. I mean, it'd be easy for me to talk about that stuff, and again, we want to keep this short, so we're not going to talk about all that. As I was thinking about our group of athletes here that we have going on to play at the next level, I was thinking about what separates these guys from everybody else. And really, in my opinion, okay, in my very humble opinion, I really feel like it's the passion and the drive to be number one at something. It's the stick-to-itiveness, as we call it. It's a long season, it's a hard season, and it's all the off season in addition to what they do on the field. But every single one of these guys, when you think about what they've been able to do over the course of their career, not just at Neuqua Valley, but as they were growing up, I mean, it's a passion that they have to play at the next level. It's a passion to be number one, and I commend every one of these guys for that. The other thing that separates, I think, these guys from some of the others is that we talk so much about being great teammates. And being great teammates is encouraging each other every step of the way. Being a great role model in and out of the school. And every one of these guys exemplifies that. So for that reason, I'm extremely excited that they're going to go on and continue their passion playing at the next level. And I would like to start with our tight end, Brett Borski. Come on up. Just have a seat. Okay, if mom, dad, and brothers want to come up right now, get a quick picture. I'll slide in the picture and then slide out the pictures. All right, another 5 minutes and we'll have this done. All right, we good? All right, thank you. We can have more pictures at the end, okay?
Yep.
Very good. Thank you. All right, next up, we have Tommy Seawalk going to Grand Valley. Go ahead and protect your sign. He actually is signing the letter right now, which is pretty cool. All right, very good. Thank you. They're not going to go too far because we have something very unique. Go ahead and stand up just to make it formal here. He slides over into the other seat. Something, I'm not sure it's ever been done here before. We've got two brothers that are both going on with scholarship money to play at the next level, which was pretty remarkable. I was thrilled that I was able to work out for both of them. We got AJ Seawalk, who's going to Grandview. So let's congratulate AJ as well. Another actual signee, which is very good. All right, very good. Thank you, gentlemen. Next up, we have our running back this year, Devon Welch. Come on up. Congratulations, Devont. And last but certainly not least, we have Connor Molt going to Robert Morris College. You can kind of tell Connor kind of hobbled up here a little bit. He had a torn ACL and really blew out his knee midway through the season. So a real accomplishment to be able to stick to it and have the passion to continue to play at the next level. All right. Paul? Joe? Okay, next up we have our head girls soccer coach, Joe Moreau.
Come on up, Kiwi. I'd like to also congratulate all the athletes and thank your parents as well. It's a lot of time and effort and money put in by the parents for all these years. Brett Borski, he was my old neighbor back. I remember holding Brett as a baby. Now it's a little bit taller than that. It's kind of special. A few weeks ago, we had the opportunity to recognize our first Hall of Fame class here at Neuqua Valley. And if you student athletes ever get a chance, you want to make sure you go down over by the concession stand and hear some of the things those student athletes said on the touch screen. But one of those athletes was Brittany Baca, a soccer player of ours. And one of the things, there's an article just written about Brittany. Now, Brittany's been a national team player. She was a Herman Trophy semifinalist, which is equivalent to the Heisman Trophy in soccer. National championship she played for at Notre Dame, all kinds of accolades, pro soccer player. And her greatest memory of her playing career is playing in the state championship game in high school and winning the state championship. Her quote, I pulled it up here, sorry. I don't want to get it right. She said, playing high school soccer gave me so much pride because that is something you can't get anywhere else, playing for your high school team. And so all of you student athletes playing for your high school, there's great pride, hopefully you have, playing at Neuqua Valley, but I know as coaches, as staff members, we have great pride in you guys as well. So I want to thank you guys. Kiwi exemplifies that. She was a two-sport athlete, 4-year varsity golfer, 3-year varsity soccer player, going to Eastern Illinois University. It says a lot, all her teammates from this coming season are here to recognize Kiwi, getting up a little bit earlier, I'm sure, than most of these girls have in a long time. But that's the kind of person Kiwi is. We're going to depend on Kiwi a lot this year. Her attitude is terrific. But some of her golf teammates are here too. It says something about her. Her attitude is great. Her work ethic is tremendous. She's just a special person. So the Panthers are going to get a nice player in Kiwi Fiorelli. Okay, parents, come on up. Grandparents, brother. She's also signing her letter now.
Next up, we have head girls swimming coach, Jason Nefratis, and our head girls water polo, Lucy Tiffin.
All right, come on up, Izzy. Go ahead and have a seat. Do not stand next to me. She loves to do this to me. Everywhere we go, she likes to stand right next to me to make me feel bad about my height. So Just the way she is. I've been coaching Izzy since she was 12 years old. She started swimming. The average swimmer in this area starts swimming when they're 6. So she is at a 6-year deficit by the time most of her peers, when she started, compared to her peers. Her first event, her mom and I have a standing joke. The first event she ever had as a swimmer, she missed it. She wasn't sure what was going on. I just assumed that they've been doing it for so long that they'll show up to their events. But Izzy missed her first event, and it was kind of interesting from that, because she went from missing her first event, being a first-time competitor, almost being a state qualifier. And in swimming in Illinois at 12 years old, some of the top swimmers at 12 years old can actually get to the high school state meet as a 12-year-old, which is really remarkable. But Izzy went from missing her event the first time, being a first-time athlete, to almost being a state qualifier as a 12-year-old is remarkable. And I knew from there, I only got 1 season to work with her, but I knew from there that there's going to be a lot of great things to come. So starting to coach her, again, in high school as a sophomore, I was really excited to see her development. She came in, she was a varsity athlete as a sophomore. She got injured for a little bit, came back in as a junior, was a state qualifier, and then a state qualifier again her senior year. But what I like most about Izzy is that she's a low-maintenance athlete. And when I say that, she did not require a lot of attention, not of, can you look at my stroke, can we work on my start, can we work on this? She did a lot of it herself. And in a sport today where there's so many resources available to help and work with athletes, to have somebody like Izzy who takes responsibility for what she needs to do and what she needs to get done is remarkable. On the pool deck, she conducts herself. She keeps the deck really loose. She's really quirky. When we go to the state meet, she's not afraid to bust out the apparel and do funny things to kind of get her teammates to loosen up. But then when she competes, she's an extreme competitor. And before her events, when I really need to get her going with the team this year, I like to use analogies for water polo, and I'm sure Coach Tiffin will talk about this, but the one that I like to use is, all right, Izzy, you're like the goalie right now. We need you to, there's a penalty shot and you need to block it. This is the kind of intensity. So I kind of draw from other sports to help Izzy, and obviously the head nod comes with it, and then the perfect execution. She's going to go to the Virginia Military Institute to play 2 sports, swimming and polo, and that's very, very difficult, especially at the next level, because of the commitment that's going to be required of her in the water in the morning, in the water in the evening, and in the water at supper time. So congratulations to Izzy, and I'll turn over to Coach Tiffin. She'll talk about water polo.
All right, well, first off, I would like to thank Izzy's parents, LaDonna and Doug, Dr. Dad. It's really a huge commitment for them to support their daughter in not just 1, but 2 sports at the level that she's been at for the past 4 years. So I really appreciate that. It's definitely something that I'm sure Izzy appreciates too, that wholehearted support from both of you. So Izzy started in my group, a JV swim group, her freshman year, and meet by meet never ceased to surprise me, and she had these amazing breaststroke legs. She was able to, by the end of the season, she was about at a varsity breaststrokers times, and it was really fun to watch. And I remember asking Izzy, Izzy, have you ever played any water polo? Oh, well, I think I'm going to do track this spring. So my heart sank. But lo and behold, she did end up playing water polo, making that decision for herself. But man, if she had not, I'm sure she would have been just as spectacular of a track athlete, because that's just who she is. She's so talented and hardworking. But we had a stroke of bad luck at the end of her freshman year. Sectionals in the springtime water polo season, and our varsity goalie had an injury, and Izzy stepped up to play for our varsity squad at sectionals, and man, jaws dropped. There were coaches everywhere in the sectional, who is that girl? And then made her debut as a full-time starting goalie her sophomore year. And then year by year, all the way up through her junior year, I was getting comments from other athletes, from other coaches. Even officials would come up and shake my hand, and man, you got some tremendous goalie. She's something else. And I have to shrug, because, it's all on her. She works so hard. And the thing about water polo,
as a goalie, you really do have to train a lot on your own. And just like Coach Niferatis just was saying, that Izzy is so low maintenance. She can train an entire practice for herself if she needed to, although I would not want her to. But not only that, she's been a great mentor for other goalies on the team. She's been a great leader for the rest of the team. And she's the type of person that doesn't need to yell to lead. She leads by example. And I think that that's going to serve her really well in college. So congrats.
Next up, Coach Paul Vandersteen.
Good morning. I'm Paul Vandersteen. I'm the head men's cross-country coach here at Neuqua Valley. And this is Connor Horn. Connor Horn is going to be attending Cornell, an Ivy League school. So obviously stating that, we know he's a great, what I guess would be epitome of a great student athlete. Connor will go down in history as one of the best runners in the history of Neuqua Valley cross-country and track and field. When he was a freshman, he came in, everybody noticed right away because his time at Detweiler Park, where we run the state meet, was one of the top 10 freshman times of all time in the state of Illinois. Then Connor went on to do great things, through his senior year here. He's had a couple setbacks. I've been coaching for 28 years. He's had 2 injuries I've never seen before. He's broke his navicular on his, was that your right leg, right? Your right foot. And then he broke his talus bone on his left foot. 2 very unique injuries. But what makes Connor a champion is that he perseveres when nobody's watching. So when, we're all at practice where he's in the pool, he's on the bike, he's doing everything he can so that he can get back and compete again. So we'll see him again this spring. He was 4th in the state in the 3,200 meter, the equivalent of the 2 mile, this past spring as a junior. And he's one of the top distance runners in the state of Illinois, and it's going to be fun to see what he can do. But I also know that when he goes on to Cornell's getting a heck of a runner and a heck of a student to join that institution. So congratulations, Connor.
To wrap up this ceremony, I'd just like to say, again, thank you all for coming out this morning. Thank all of our student athletes in support of their peers. Appreciate you being here, and our other coaches and administration. At this time, this is open for everyone to take pictures as you'd like to. And our athletes first, the first one will be all the athletes up front first, and then we can disperse for family photos. Again, thank you and congratulations to all of our student athletes.